Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. I am Styx and this is my partner James. Today, James and I are celebrating our birthdays. We decided that it would be a fun idea to cook our own birthday cake. I am a huge fan of chocolate, even though I might be lactose intolerant. And James is a huge fan of Guinness.
Yes.
So we thought it would be a great idea if we combined our two loves together and made a chocolate Guinness cake. So without further ado,
Let's get started.
For full disclosure, nothing in this video is sponsored. The recipe that we are going to be following today is one we found on Delia online, which we have linked in the description box below. The recipe we're following is not vegan, nor is it gluten or dairy free, and the original recipe does also include nuts. Now with all that said, let's get back to the video.
so we are typically very British when it comes to baking. We tend to mix the butter and the sugar together first, then add in the eggs, blah, 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 blah. But we are going to be following the recipe as per Delia's instructions.
Delia, gotta love her.
So the first instruction in the recipe is that we need to mix the flour, bicarb and baking powder into a mixing bowl.
It says to hold it quite high. How high are we going to be talking? Are we talking like yay high?
No.
Just doing what Nan says, it's fine.
After sifting, it says to just add in all the other ingredients except for the Guinness, or stout as it states in the recipe, which to us is so sinful, but we are going to do it as the instructions tell us.
It's all I'm good for, by the way. Just sifting.
Look at that jiggle.
A little sifting dance.
Dance monkey dance.
Ah!
Our first accident of the night.
I'm not normally this bad at making a mess, to be fair.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that the shtick of this channel? Chaos reigns supreme.
Yeah, all right. So next up, we are going to be adding in our, what's this called? Dark brown soft sugar.
Easy. It's looking good.
And then spreadable butter.
Yes.
The only ingredient that's left besides the stout is the eggs. And honestly, adding eggs at this point makes me want to cry because this feels like it's so desperate for a mixing right now.
Right.
Oh shit, she shelled.
I win!
I got it.
What do we need to preheat it to?
180.
180. What do we need to preheat it to?
180.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That's 360 even. Oh, I'm doing that joke.
You did!
No.
So now that the eggs have been whisked, we are going to add them into our mixing bowl. So now that that has been done, we mix. I am genuinely so scared for this. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Everything's fine.
Poor Hollywood, eat your heart out.
The next instruction is to add the stout a little at a time, and it says stir it in. So we use a spatula for that.
Stir or fold?
It just says stir.
It's folding a bit advanced for Delia. Shade.
Right, you ready?
Yeah, go on then.
So a little bit.
Yeah. This feels wrong. Putting beer into it. Oh no.
Okay, so the spatula didn't work. The mix just seemed to be a little bit too thick for it to be able to handle it. So we're switching out to a wooden spoon, and we are going to stick with Delia's instruction of stir instead of fold, as even once we switched over to the spoon, the stout just wasn't mixing in properly. So as much as it pains us, we're gonna stir in the mixture. I don't know about you guys, but this is quite possibly the runniest cake mixture I have ever seen.
Delia be smoking some shit when she make this up.
Or drunk.
Yes, from all the stout. Speaking of, thank you, Delia. How is it?
Try it. Okay, so even though I am very skeptical about the quality of the liquid before me, it tastes delicious.
Yeah, that's not half bad.
So we have got pieces of baking sheet or parchment paper, depending on where you're from, which we have cut to the size of the tin. So do we grease first? Paper grease?
Yeah, ooh, double greasing.
Yeah.
Steady old. Sorry.
Flashback.
I'm covered in butter!
End of flashback.
I'm all buttery.
For the second time today.
Okay, so now we need to divide our mixture equally into our two pans, and I'm still so apprehensive about this. You seem really shallow.
Yeah, what size tins are we supposed to be using?
Probably smaller.
Amazing.
350, yeah?
I done fucked up.
Why? You didn't record, did you?
No, I didn't record.
Okay, so I'm really dubious about how this is going to turn out. These are really, 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 really thin, but we'll put them in the oven. The oven is currently preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, which when I Googled it was 365 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to just put these in for the allotted time of half an hour to 35 minutes and see how they turn out. Wish us luck. Okay, so full disclosure, it has been a full 24 hours since we actually baked these.
Yeah.
By the time that the cakes had cooked, cooled, it was 2 a.m. and neither of us had enough energy to be able to finish doing the whole decorating side of things.
Way too tired for that.
Now, one of the things that we did notice, and I'm sure you'll be able to see, is just how flat these things are. Like, we are talking a centimeter maybe at the side. As far as we can tell though, this was not user error. We followed the instructions as best as we could. So we don't really have any clear explanation on why they turned out the way that they have, but nonetheless, we will persevere because we are British.
Yes. We'll put up with shit no matter what. Right. Right.
Okay, so to make the icing, we need to melt down the chocolate whilst adding in the stout or the Guinness as we have been using here. I think it is safe to say James is super happy about the amount of Guinness cans that we're having to open because it's meaning he's getting free drinks out of it.
Indeedy.
You're welcome, darling. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Editor Styx here. For some reason the recording corrupted and we lost the sexy chocolate melting part. We also lost the footage of us adding in the Guinness as well as the butter. However, we were unaware of it at the time of recording, but we thought it important to let you know for continuity purposes. Okay, bye!
Okay, so now that that is all mixed in, we need to leave it to cool down before adding in the icing, and I don't know how long because it doesn't say how long we need to do it for. We're going to do it for a fixed amount of time, whatever that's going to be. We say 5 minutes?
5 minutes should do it.
You know what that means? It's tea time. So the next step is that we need to sift in the icing sugar into the chocolate. Now we've left this for the best part of like 15-20 minutes and it is still quite warm. It's still runny. I'm guessing it's the stout and the butter that are making it not solidify so quickly. But nonetheless, we need to sift that in and then whisk it with the hand mixer, which I am absolutely terrified to do, but we're gonna do it and see what happens. So James is gonna sift it and I'm gonna whisk it.
Whisk it real good.
Brilliant. Now every inch of that is staying in.
A few moments later.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You sure? Okay. You are sugared, sir.
Wow.
I won't lie, I was expecting like a massive plume of sugar like cocaine.
That can be arranged.
In order for us to make this so that we can put it in the cake without it completely running out, we are going to need to now leave it to cool down just a little bit more, because at this moment in time, it's still a little bit too hot to put into a cake. And I'm just saying, Delia,
Talking to you.
there's nothing in your instructions about how long you expect us to wait, so we're just gonna eyeball it, give it a stir every now and then, and hope for the best.
Time skip.
Okay, so it has been like 45 minutes, maybe even longer, but the icing has finally cooled down to a consistency that is good enough for spreading. We're gonna go ahead. Now, there isn't actually a lot of icing in this mix, so we're gonna prioritize getting it in the middle, getting the top layer on, getting on top, and seeing what we have left over. Probably just gonna leave it as that because I don't think this amount is gonna spread very far.
Oh.
We'll just see how this goes. I'm gonna try and do it a little bit thicker towards the outside because it is ever so slightly risen in the center and we're not leveling off purely because we just
Don't have the cake for it.
don't have enough cake for it.
Some nice spreading there.
Thank you. Now we need to add on the top layer. Now, it does have a crack and it is domed just like the bottom, but not too, well, the bottom layer is definitely less domed. The bottom layer is definitely, I can't speak. It's 1 a.m. Once again, we have ended up taking way too long doing this. Okay, so now we need to ice the top layer. And just for the sake of those who might question about hygiene, the only people that are going to be eating this is us. We share germs all the time. Decorations. We don't have many, but we do have these sprinkles here, which are these chocolatey caramel crunch. And we also have, because I loves me a bit of sparkle, some gold glitter spray.
Lovely.
Now, James is not a big fan of glitter, but I am a huge fan of glitter. I can do this. I can do this.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I did it. It has literally just got this big round nozzle.
May I suggest? The counter.
Now I have completely made a mess.
Oh yeah.
It's time for the glitter spray. And I just want to see what happens. Oh my lord! Oh, look at this.
Edward Cullen spaffed into the air. Jesus. Look at the light, it's just everywhere.
I have made our home more beautiful, darling. Okay guys, so this is the cake. It is finally finished after 48 hours. It's not turned out how we expected it, but to be completely honest, when does anything we ever do turn out as we expect it to? So let's see. Well, it cuts quite nicely. How it is on the inside, which I'm not gonna lie, that's the part that I'm kind of scared about. That's actually not too bad. It doesn't look undercooked, which was one of my biggest concerns. We have got a massive air pocket in there.
Interesting.
All right, time for us to taste.
Bring it on.
I'm scared, but also excited.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm really surprised because the cake is really spongy. Like really spongy. It is chocolate. It's not as rich as I was expecting, but it is Very moist.
You're not wrong about that. It's an interesting flavour profile. It's chocolate, but there's something else there as well.
Yeah, and I don't like Guinness, and I'm not tasting Guinness. This is really good. Like, I'm really loving this. I think this is a great idea. So that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for coming into the video today, James.
Thank you very much. I had great fun. If you want to see me back, let us know.
And as always, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I hope to see you real soon. Okay, bye.